Thanks for watching another episode of Rider Nation Station. Help us help you by subscribing on YouTube or following us on Facebook.
TSC has streaming television services available in the Gigahood, delivered over our blazing fast fiber internet. Choose TV to fit your family's needs. Enjoy our basic package with all the local channels, or try the extended basic package, the sports, news, music, and family entertainment. Download the Your TV Green app and use your Amazon Fire Stick to start watching today. Still need internet? Go to www.telcirco.com and choose the Connect Me button to complete the fiber connection form, and we'll take care of the rest.
Hello, everyone, and we welcome you to another Rider Nation Station sports telecast of Rough Rider football. Tonight from Grand Lake Health Systems Field in St. Mary's, it's the Van Wert Cougars taking on the St. Mary's Rough Riders in a Western Buckeye League clash. I'm Joe Hurlbert. Glad to have you along. I'll be bringing you all the play-by-play action of tonight's game. Alongside me, as he is each and every week, Zach Farrell. And Zach, a picture-perfect night for high school football. As a matter of fact, as you look over toward the east, a little hint of autumn in the air.
Yeah, the leaves are starting to change, which signifies to me it really starts to feel like a Rough Rider Friday night. Start getting that autumn smell. It is a little warm here. We'll get the Fowler's TV game time temp here in a few minutes, but I did see in the forecast that it's going to cool off as the night goes. And, man, if this doesn't get you excited, Joe, I knock on wood, but this is almost 2 full years now of really good weather for Friday night football. Absolutely.
The Van Wert Cougars come in with an overall record of 3-2. The Rough Riders come in with an overall mark of 1-4. The Van Wert Cougars are 2-2 in the Western Buckeye League. The Rough Riders are 1-3 in league play, and we're going to come back after we take a look at video highlights sponsored by the St. Mary's Foundry of last week's win over the OG Titans. We'll talk about these two teams right after that. We'll be right back. Tyler Hohenbrink getting ready to kick off this Varsity Lanes Rough Rider kickoff return. It's a short kick picked up by, it looks like, Colton Mabry. He's going to bust to the outside. He's going to cross midfield. He's to the 40. He's to the 35. And we're going to call it 3rd and 3. Trap play up the middle with
It's like Mabry Riders.
Wallace calls the signals, give the ball to Mabry. He bounces outside. He's got the corner. If he can get there, it'll be 6 for the Rough Riders, and he's not going to make it. This will be a Wallace sneak. Yep. And it is a Rough Rider touchdown.
We saw the energy. The tempo was great.
Fowler TV extra point by Logan Rush is up, and it is good. And for the Rough Riders, he'll probably be at linebacker. There's touchdown by Peyton Coleman. Here's a pitch sweep. Mabry coming to our side, and he'll have a tap house at the square, first down. And Colton Mabry, Kevin Perry in the backfield. Pitch sweep goes to Mabry. He gets his shoulders squared. He's gone. He's to the 20, 15, 10-5. Touchdown, Rough Riders.
Up a little bit, go for 2.
We're about 1.5 yards away. Turn, give the ball to Mabry. 2-point conversion is good. So the ball is in the Kogi Plumbing and Heating red zone for the Rough Riders. Here comes Colton Mabry. He's to the 10. Cuts back to the 5. Touchdown, Rough Riders.
Go for 2 again, Joe. Pass
by Steinberg to Dominic Osborne, and the 2-point conversion, the Fowler 2-point. Rough Riders, 6:17 remaining here in the first half. Dominic Osborne finds a hole. He'll bounce to the outside. He's across the 50 to the 40 to the 35, 30. And he's going to be drugged down here in the 2023 season. Trey Moore. It's a halfback pass. They're going to go back to him. Steinberg gets the corner, and he's going to be brought down at about the 5-yard line. Mabry and Osborne give the ball on the pitch to Mabry. He's going to square his shoulders, puts his shoulders down, fights for it. I think he's going to be turned away. The ball is placed at the half-yard line. 4th and goal. Big play call for the Rough Riders. Turn, give the ball to Mabry. Touchdown, Rough Riders.
I don't know if they would have, Colton Mabry had just run it on third down. I don't know if they would have gone back to him if it wasn't for OG calling that timeout and giving him a breather.
Kick is good. So with Coleman goes straight back. He's just going to launch it up there. We'll see what happens. And it is
intercepted
for the Rough Riders. Full house in the backfield. Turn, give the ball to Mabry. First down.
and more.
Caleb Schmidt. And he's going to take it to the house.
Wow.
Caleb Schmidt from 29 yards out. 29 yards and a touchdown with the PAT to come.
Yeah, fake the sweep to both sides and run right up the middle.
The kick is up, and the kick is good. Down and goal from the 1. Turn, give the ball to
Caleb Schmidt.
Coleman. Nice defense. Pass is completed. 53 in the football contest. Peyton Coleman drops back. Screen set up. Pass is complete out to Ethan Metzger. Metzger inside the 5. Touchdown, Titans.
Tell you that.
Luke Ramel comes wide to the left. Give the ball to Schmidt. And I'll tell you what, that kid's running with some authority.
And Ohio State.
Yep. Trey Moore on the sweep, gets the corner, and he gets shoved out of bounds. Up a tap house at the square, first down. I'll tell you what, he's not very big.
He is quick and fearless, isn't he?
Yes, he is, and I'll tell you, let me give you some numbers on him. That's it. Your final score on the Family Audiology scoreboard. It's the St. Mary's Rough Riders 41, the OG Titans 14. We're going to take a break. We're going to come back with our viewer renovation. Alrighty, we welcome you back to Grand Lake Health Systems Field. We hope you enjoyed our St. Mary's Foundry video highlights, sponsored by the St. Mary's Foundry. Right now, the Memorial High School All-Brass Marching Band on the field, and we're just about ready for the presentation of the colors and the playing of our national anthem. But until that time, let's talk a little bit about the St. Mary's Rough Riders. We noticed that on the field that Colton Mabry is not dressed for tonight. Kevin Perry will not be in the lineup tonight, and I think Colton Mabry is just some precautionary things that have taken place this week, that they're just keeping him out just for some precautionary things. But I'll tell you what, he will be missed.
Yeah, what is it? 3 touchdowns last week, almost 170 yards. The workhorse all season for St. Mary's. It'll be interesting to see what we got in our stable of backs that we, typically somebody steps up, but we haven't seen a lot of other people stepping up. Although last week we did see Caleb Schmidt.
Right.
So Dominic Osborne, really hope to see a big game out of him. Caleb Schmidt. And who knows, maybe we'll see some interesting younger guys in the backfield tonight with Kevin Perry and Colton Mabry out of the game.
Right now they're playing the national anthem. We're going to take a quick break. We'll come back with more and the kickoff of tonight's ball game right after this.
If you're looking for a reliable, trustworthy, and efficient roofing company, look no further than Grand Lake Roofing. Whether you need help on a small project or a large job, we want to take the load off your shoulders by providing our specialized services to you. Give Eric and the team at Grand Lake Roofing a call. 567-890-ROOF.
Albert Sporting Goods, outfitting your team since 1980. Our products consist of individual and team equipment for all community organizations, club teams, high school and collegiate sports. We personalize your gear with embroidery, screen printing, digitizing, and graphic design with on-site services to deliver quality uniforms, spirit wear, and fulfill every equipment need. Order online now at albertsportinggoods.com.
Hello, I'm Dr. Robert Spees. Welcome to Spees Chiropractic and Wellness Center. As a family practice, Spies Chiropractic welcomes in patients of all ages. Whether this is your first time or you've done this before, Dr. Spies and his compassionate staff are here for you. What makes Spies Chiropractic unique is their 3-tier approach. By using chiropractic care alongside massage therapy and physical therapy, all your healthcare needs will be treated compassionately and comprehensively. Spies Chiropractic. Make the right choice for your care.
Alrighty, back at Grand Lake Health Systems Field where the St. Mary's Rough Riders have just made their way onto the playing surface. We're waiting for the arrival of the Van Wert Cougars, who are down under the north goalpost. They'll be making their way to their sideline. But, you know, when you talk about Van Wert, they've got, when you look at their offense, they're number 2 in the league in rushing, number 2 in the league in passing, number 2 in total offense, and first in the Western Buckeye League in scoring. But on the other side of the football, they're almost dead last in the Western Buckeye League in rush defense, pass defense, total defense, and giving up about 32 points per ball game. So, you know, it's feast on one side, it's famine on the other for the Van Wert Cougars, and hopefully, you know, the Rough Riders will be able to take advantage of their defense and put some points on the board and get out to an early lead. And when I talked to Coach Fry in the Bo Fry show, I told him, I said, it seems to me that tonight your offense on the field with time of possession will almost be your best defense.
Yeah, we've really, looking at the film for Van Wert this season, it's like watching two different teams sometimes. Mm-hmm. One game they'll have almost a blowout win because they just throw all over the field. And another game like last week against Wapak, they get shut down. They don't look like they really have a very good team at all. They give up 41 points to Wapak. They only score 14 points. Mm-hmm. So I had people ask me this week, you know, what do you think about the game this weekend, prediction, blah, blah, blah. And I said, you know, we could get blown out and we could win big. I could see anywhere in between. This is truly one of those nights that it really feels like the team that these two teams are pretty equal in talent, and it's really going to be which team executes tonight on the field. I like our chances at home. I feel like our team this year has played a little bit better at home, even though we lost against Defiance. That was it felt like we took a couple more steps that week, and we're certainly trending in the right direction with the type of game that we saw last week, especially out of our offense and offensive line. So it'll just be interesting. I think a big part of this week will be our defense and whether we can stop the Van Wert offense, because they're high-powered as usual. They're going to run a lot of spread, and we have seen our defense, unfortunately, susceptible to that this year. They do a lot of kind of quick passes to the sides and a lot of draws up the middle, and unfortunately, so we'll have to see if we can adjust to that.
Well, we're just about ready for the kickoff. We have our Fowler TV game time temperature is
76 degrees, Joe.
Absolutely perfect. Perfect night for high school football. Logan Rush will do the kicking off for the Rough Riders. Back to receive the kickoff return. I think it's Bill Keldon and number 2 Reese Krug. I believe are the two deep backs for the Van Wert Cougars. We're just about ready to go on the Family Audiology and Associates scoreboard, and this is our varsity lane kickoff. And it's going to bounce into the end zone, so it'll be a touchback as Reese Krug lets it go into the end zone. So the Van Wert Cougars will have it 1st and 10 at the 20-yard line.
I think that's our first touchback this year on a kickoff, Joe.
I believe so. You know, one of the things that I want to make mention, like right now, in some of our sponsors, Spring Street Storage have struggled this year because because they sponsor our turnover and sacks. And, and when you talk to Coach Fry a couple of years ago, they were like plus 20 in that takeover column. This year they haven't got one. So hopefully tonight will be a different story. We'll get the Spring Street Storage a couple of mentions.
I like you bringing it up right now. Hopefully get some early turnovers.
First play of the game, was intended for number 3. That's Connor Campbell, and he had the defender beat. And all he had to do was catch it, and there would have been 6 on the board.
Yeah, Luke Warren's in his back step there. Campbell just takes off, makes a nice little cut, and that just went right through his hands.
He just flat out missed it. So the Riders dodge a bullet on play number 1 of this contest. The quarterback is Brylan Parker, a senior for the Van Wert Cougars, and he's going to tuck it and run, and we'll give him a gain of about 8 on the play. Now, when you talk about Brylan Parker, he's the number 1 rusher in the Western Buckeye League with 688 yards and 9 rushing TDs. He's number 3 in the league in passing. 78 of 131 for 1,008 yards. And that was the Dr. Mike Compton Neck and Back Pain Relief Center money down for the Rough Riders, and they're going to hold him short, and the Van Wert Cougars are in a hurry. They hurry to the line. Parker going to bounce to the outside. He'll get a first down, and he's going to be taken out at about the 41-yard line. So now keep in mind, Brylan Parker, this is his first year at quarterback, and of course he was a running back last year, so he's moved to quarterback position. Good job by the Rough Rider defense there as Parker on the keeper, and we're going to give him a gain of about 1.
Did a great job of bottling him up that time. Wow, I didn't realize, though, even with he was bottled up behind the line, still ended up getting about a half a yard or a yard out of it. Yeah, fell forward there.
Owen Ott in on the tackle. The pass is completed out to Campbell. Campbell's to the 40, to the 30, to the 25-20, to the 10-5. Touchdown, Van Wert Cougars. We've got a
penalty, though.
We've got a Roots penalty flag on the field, and I believe this one's coming back. When you look at the coaching staff down here on our side, they're all waving this one back. But still, nonetheless, they can't be happy with that result.
That was a quick pass out to number 3, sort of a jailbreak screen or a quick screen pass there. And I think one of the receivers must have been holding.
Yeah. So the wide receiver on this side of the field is Connor Campbell, who just scored that touchdown that was brought back. He is the number 1 receiver in the Western Buckeye League, 38 receptions, 467 yards, and 4 TDs. And his 5th TD was called back due to a holding penalty.
Need to keep an eye on number 3 for sure.
Parker roll to his left, and the Rough Rider, he just throws it up in the air, and it is intercepted. And we've got a Spring Street Storage turnover, but we also have a Roots Pub penalty on the play.
I don't think so. If they're going to call some sort of pass interference here, I don't know. I don't know if that's deflected. It didn't reach. Yeah, it got back to the line of scrimmage. I'm not sure how that worked. We need to bring in Mark Sisko.
I think Logan Compton had the interception. Whatever
they're going to decline it.
They're going to decline it.
Hey. That is our first Spring Street Storage turnover.
Absolutely. I'll tell you, just talk about them.
We just had to talk about it.
So the Rough Riders will have it 1st and 10. Good job by the Rough Rider defense. They put a lot of pressure on Brylan Parker, and he just tossed it up in the air. You see it here on the Larry Schaff Auto Sales instant replay.
How about Logan Compton sticking with it there?
Here comes the pressure. Hunter Mabry's there, and then all of a sudden, boom, Logan Compton. So the Rough Riders have it 1st and 10. The first carry is Caleb Schmidt. So we'll give him a gain of 2. We'll call it 2nd down and 8. The ball is placed at the Rough Rider 31-yard line.
What a swing of emotions if you're Van Wert. You just went from a 60-yard touchdown pass to a turnover, interception, and knocking on your door.
I think that's Osborne. Nope, that's Schmidt. Now keep in mind, we mentioned in our pregame that Colton Mabry is not dressed for this contest. Cody Wallace under center. Luke Rammel wide to the left. Man in motion is Osborne. Osborne squares his shoulders, and he's going to be stopped for little to no gain. So it'll be third down. We'll call it 6 for the Rough Riders.
That's going to be fourth down, Joe.
I'm sorry, fourth down.
But this is the type of area of the field you're going to go for it. This is out of field goal range and probably not worth trying to punt from here.
So we'll call it fourth down and 6 for the Rough Riders. Luke Rammel wide to the right. Steinberg wide to the left. Wallace is going to go straight back. And the pass was intended for Rammel. It falls incomplete. So the Rough Riders will turn the football over on downs. And the Van Wert Cougars will have the football for their second possession.
Not a bad idea. Had Rammel one-on-one. Nice little stop out, made the first down, just underthrown by Wallace. Had good protection, too.
So the Van Wert Cougars will send 3 receivers to the left, 2 to the right. Parker throws it out to Campbell. So Campbell will cross the 35-yard line, and it'll be second down, and we'll call it 4. And we'll call it second down and 3, pickup of 7.
Van Wert is running quick tonight, Joe.
This is a Dr. Mike Compton neck and back pain relief money down for the Rough Rider defense, and he's stopped. Number 8, Bill Keldon, is stopped. Well, how about Keldon Bills?
Good job from the Rough Rider defensive line in there right now. Logan Compton again on that. And Van Wert brings out the punt team. That's a big win for the Rough Rider defense. Two drives in a row now that Rough Rider defense has stepped up. Need offense to answer now. This defense is not good enough that they should be stopping them.
Gage Stammen, the punter, and it's Noah Dixon on the return. He'll get a couple. So it'll be first and 10 for the Rough Riders. Rough Riders first and 10. Give the pitch to Osborne. We'll give Dominic a gain of about 6 on the play. We'll call it second down and 4.
Much better executed sweep there from St. Mary's. They went with a quick toss there, which was nice. Didn't give Van Wert a lot of time to get any kind of penetration behind the line. Guards got nice and out in front.
We'll call it second down and 4 for the Rough Riders. Ball is at their own 43-yard line. Turn, give the ball to Osborne. He'll pick up a tap foul, set the square, first down. Good job by that offensive line up front. Opening up a hole for Osborne. Terry Umborski, Will Glass, Carson Sturwald at center, Camden Roth, Tanner Mealy, and Keaton Fishball. Noah Dixon in the backfield with Osborne. Osborne on the dive. We'll give him a gain of about 1 on the play.
They lined Osborne up that time, I think, at the fullback position and tried a little trap right up the middle. But there's a big defensive lineman in there for Van Wert, and he's really messing things up inside. Well, they tried it again.
Osborne on the carry will give him a gain of about 2 on the play. This Rough Rider offense, number 1 in the Western Buckeye League in rushing offense, averaging nearly 222 yards per game. Give the ball to Osborne. He breaks free, spins loose, and he'll get some extra yardage. Good second effort by Osborne as the Rough Riders pick up a tap house at the square first down. 5:04 remaining on the Family Audiology scoreboard.
Pretty good blocking up front, but a lot of that was Dominic Osborne breaking tackles and reaching out and making sure he made that first down. Excellent job, young man.
Trey Moore wide to the left, pitch to Osborne. Second
Still
effort.
got his feet.
Second effort, we'll give him a gain of 6 on the play. Well, I'll tell you what, that's just nothing but running with heart.
Well, I think we're seeing real early on who's going to pick up the Colton Mabry slack for as far as workhorse is concerned. Not a great job blocking that up front from St. Mary's. Couple guys there. Number 60, Camden Roth. Got to get that head inside and stick to that block. But excellent job by Osborne running through it.
Here comes Kessler. Bounces to the outside. He's to the 15, inside the 15. He'll bring him down at the 13-yard line, and that's another tap house at the square first down. So the Rough Riders looking good here in the first quarter with 4:05 remaining.
That was really nice. And Dominic Osborne's out there blocking, making that leading block on that. I think what St. Mary's did that time is they lined up like they were going to run to the left again with Osborne, and Van Wert thought it as well. They kind of countered back the opposite side, the short side with Kessler, and excellent play call.
Osborne following his blockers. He'll be inside the 10, and of course the Rough Riders are in the Kogi Plumbing and Heating red zone. Kogi Plumbing and Heating, making sure you're always in your comfort zone. So we'll give him a gain of about 5 on the play. We'll call it second down and 5. The ball is placed at the Van Wert 9-yard line. Osborne. I think he's inside the 5-yard line. He's going to be about a half a yard short of the first down, depending on the spot of the ball. They're going to place the ball at the 5-yard line, so he's about a yard short. So this is a 3rd and 1 for the Rough Riders. I'll tell you what, you look at Van Wert's front four, they're huge.
Yeah, that's what I was saying. Up the middle is not easy tonight.
And that should be a tap house at the square first down for the Rough Riders, and they'll place the ball at about the 3-yard line, so we're going to call it 1st and goal for the Rough Riders.
Van Wert's got that big number 70 in there. Nick Edwards, 5'10", 230. Man. Number 57, Devin Storv, 6 foot, 255.
Wallace. Steinberg, touchdown.
Carter Steinberg.
That's a Fowler TV touchdown, and the Rough Riders score first on the Family Audiology scoreboard. And they lead 6-0 with 2:20 remaining in the first quarter with a point after touchdown coming. Steinberg will hold.
Look at Dominic Osborne getting in there. Nice job by the line.
Logan Rush will attempt. And the Fowler TV extra point is good. So with 2:20 remaining here in the first quarter on the Family Audiology scoreboard, it's the St. Mary's Rough Riders 7, the Van Wert Cougars 0. Back with the Varsity Lanes kickoff right after this.
Here at TLC, we expanded our business, so we wanted the security of knowing exactly where all the kids are and what's going on in each of the rooms. We chose Fowler's because we've done all our televisions with them, and they mentioned they have security systems. So we just wanted to go out and look at it, and they were very upfront, and they do excellent work from start to finish. And so we chose Fowler's TV. It's been great for us here at TLC Learning Center, and Fowler's TV would be great for anyone.
Already back at Grand Lake Health Systems Field, Joe Hurlbert, Zach Farrell, Rider Nation Station, where the Rough Riders have drawn first blood. They lead 7-0 on the Family Audiology scoreboard. And this kickoff is being brought to you by our friends at Varsity Lanes.
Well, that's what you needed St. Mary's offense to do right there. You can't get 2 big stops from your defense in a row and not capitalize on it. That touchdown was just what the doctor ordered.
Logan Rush, Owen Ott next to him. You see him on your screen. There's the kickoff. Nice deep kick. It's taken by Reese Krug. He's across the 20, and he goes down at about the 23-yard line. Nice special teams play there by the Rough Riders. That should make the St. Mary's Foundry video highlight film, which you can see each and every Saturday following Friday night's game.
Took the words out of my mouth, Joe.
Brylan Parker, the senior quarterback for the Van Wert Cougars. 3 receivers to the right, 2 to the left. We got a blitz coming by the Rough Riders, and the pass is out to Reese Krug, and good job there by number 12, Luke Bournes.
Yeah, all 3 receivers on that side just ran short routes. I think they're probably setting up a short pump and go or something like that.
Parker puts
route.
a shoulder down and runs over Steinberg, but not before he gets a first down, so we'll give him a gain of about 11 on the play. It'll be 1st and 10, the Van Wert Cougars.
Just designed quarterback run, couple linemen pulled.
Bills on the carry. We'll give him a gain of about 7 on the play. Clock continues to run. We're down to 1:30 remaining in the first quarter. We'll call it 2nd down and 3. Parker. They're going to check at the line of scrimmage. Throw the ball out to Campbell. Campbell makes a move. He's going to pick up a first down.
That was the same play that burned him earlier for a touchdown. I think maybe there was a little bit of holding going on that play as well, but it wasn't, Campbell didn't run past him as quick. So if you look at number 2 down there, not too bad.
Man in motion is Campbell. That's Bills. Good job by the Rough Rider defense. We'll give him a gain of about 2. We'll call it 2nd down and 8. .26 seconds remaining here in the first quarter. Parker goes straight back. He's going to go looking deep, and the receiver fell down, but he overthrew the other one. The pass was intended for Campbell.
Another dangerous one. Campbell had 5 yards on everybody. Fortunately, Parker just overthrew him. Wow.
This is a Dr. Mike Compton Neck and Back Pain Relief Center. Money down for the Rough Rider defense. 3rd, and we'll call it 9. 15 seconds remaining here in the first quarter. Parker, and the ball is knocked down.
I think it was number 44.
Owen Ott.
Well,
that'll make the St. Mary's Foundry video highlight reel.
Starts standing up here. Get those big old paws up and knocks it down.
Remember Dylan Giesecke?
Oh, yeah.
He was a master of knocking those things down from his defensive end position.
We've seen Ott close on a few of them this year, knocked a couple down.
That's a knuckleball. Steinberg's got it, and he's going to be corralled right there. And that's going to be the end of the first quarter here at Grand Lake Health Systems Field. With the score on the Family Audiology scoreboard, it's the St. Mary's Rough Riders 7, the Van Wert Cougars nothing. It's time now for our Big Ralph Rider replay, brought to you by Guarneri's Pizzeria and Pub, home of the signature Big Ralph sub, pizza and calzone. Give them a call at 419-394-2244.
Oh, he's got time. He's still got time. He's going to flip it out here. It's intercepted. It's intercepted in the end zone. It is intercepted in the end zone. The Rough Riders have the ball with 21 seconds remaining. Unbelievable. All right, Vossler takes the snap, kneels down. It's over. It's over. They don't have to snap it. The final score here at Van Wert this evening. The St. Mary's Rough Riders 13 and the Van Wert Cougars 12.
All righty, we welcome you back to Grand Lake Health Systems Field. Hope you enjoyed that edition of our Big Rough Rider replay.
I'm trying to remember which year if that was sophomore year or junior year of high school, but that was a huge victory against Van Wert, 13-12.
So they got to set the chains on the far side, but they're all messed up over on the far side. All righty, 1st and 10 for the Rough Riders. The ball is placed at their own 16-yard line. Turn, give the ball to Kessler. Nice run by Jacob Kessler. Now keep in mind, Kessler did not see action last week at OG, so.
No, we've seen him get a few carries this year.
Sure.
And he's very quick when he's got open field. He just doesn't find open field a lot, it doesn't seem. But, man, he was a nice mix-up earlier away from Dominic Osborne.
Well, if Kessler continues to run hard and with a little bit of speed to the outside, Trey Moore hasn't seen any action yet, but here comes Osborne. And Trey Moore gives him another dimension.
Yeah, we've seen him in a little bit for a split-end play, rotating in, I think, with Luke Rammel. And sometimes they're running the plays in instead of having the quarterback.
Luke Rammel does check in.
It is interesting how we say every year, isn't it? It's just a new running back steps up and takes over.
We're going to call it 3rd and 5 for the Rough Riders at their own 21-yard line. Handoff goes to Osborne. It'll be close to a first down.
It's going to be a big 4th down here. You're backed up. Most places are going to punt from here, but I have a feeling St. Mary's is going to try to get this yard. I know I'd want to, Joe. Wouldn't you?
Well, you make it, you move on, and if you miss it and you don't make it, you give Van Wert a short, very, very short field. Long count by Wallace at the line of scrimmage, trying to get them to jump off sides, and I don't think they're going to make it. I think he's going to be a little short.
They got a very good spot from the side judge over here. This is so close. They're going to have to measure.
Well, we've got a Miller Funeral Home timeout on the field as they bring the chains over to measure. We'll just keep it right here. We got our camera crew right on the spot.
Good job by Doug Spencer down there on the field.
Oh, we're going to be about 6 inches short. So the Rough Riders will turn the football over on downs, and the Van Wert Cougars will have an extremely short field. So the Rough Rider defense, who have played well, have got to come to play on this particular series as well.
Yeah. If I'm Van Wert, I'm putting Connor in some sort of a post route right here, or maybe drag him across the field, but make it deeper. And I'm taking a shot at the end zone here, first play probably.
Yeah. Brylan Parker, the senior quarterback, has Bills to his right. He's going to pull it down. He's going to run it. He's to the 15, and he'll get to about the 13, 14-yard line. So it'll be a first down for the Van Wert Cougars. And I think probably everybody in the stadium, including you and I, thought they were going to throw the football.
Yeah. Heck, though, if you can get a 12-yard run like that, keep taking it.
Bills now lines up to Parker's left. Play clock down to 10 seconds. Bills. He'll bounce to the outside. He's to the 10, 5, and he'll get to about the 2-yard line before he's brought down. So it'll bring up 1st and goal for the Cougars at the 2.
Hurry up offense.
Bills. He's going to be short. Good job by the Rough Rider defense. Well, I'll tell you what, we hardly have enough time to get a replay in. They're to the line of scrimmage. They're ready to go.
Yep.
Bills,
Stopped again, I think.
Oh, the official says yes. He backed in, so the Van Wert Cougars score their first points of the ball game with 8:47 remaining to go here in the first half. Griffin McCracken will be on to attempt the point after touchdown. Kick is up, and the kick is good. So with 8:47 remaining here in the first half on the Family Audiology scoreboard, we're tied up at 7. We'll be back with the Varsity Lanes kickoff return right after this.
Hello, I'm Dr. Ellen Hunter, owner of Family Audiology Associates with offices in Salina and St. Mary's. I am a St. Mary's Memorial graduate and a proud supporter of our Auglaize and Mercer County community. Since 2004, my staff and I have tested and treated the hearing imbalance of many of our infants, children, adults, and elderly in our community, and we would be proud for you or your loved one to be one of our next patients. Call Family Audiology Associates today, your hometown hearing experts, and go Riders!
Back at Grand Lake Health Systems Field, Joe Hurlbert alongside Zach Farrell, Rider Nation Station. Glad to have you along wherever you may be watching. So this Varsity Lanes kickoff return will find Trey Moore and Carter Steinberg back to receive this kickoff.
Nice sold-out crowd here, Grand Lake Health Systems Field.
Landon Friedman will do the kicking for the Van Wert Cougars. Of course, their point after kicker and their actual kicker are two separate players, two different players. Friedman approaches the football. It's a short kick, and
wow,
it is picked up. I think it's picked up by Cameron Dameyer, I believe.
Yeah, this is a heads-up play from Dameyer. Ball looked like it was going to bounce out of bounds, but it's bounced right in the air. You got to be careful with that because that's just as good as an onside kick if Van Wert gets down and recovers it.
So we're all tied up 7-7 with 8:41 remaining. We'll see what the Rough Riders do on this offensive possession. The Rough Riders have proved they can move the football against this Van Wert defense. Full house backfield for the Rough Riders. Wallace. And that might be Caleb Schmidt. 2, that'd be Noah Dixon.
First time I think he's carried the ball this season.
From the halfback position for
Yep.
sure. So we'll give him a gain of 5. We'll call it second down and 5. The ball is resting at the 30-yard line. Turn, give the ball to Steinberg. Steinberg will pick up a tap house at the square first down. They'll move the chains.
That's a great play. Number 60, number 59 out there, both getting on their man. I think there's a pancake block. Steinberg, nice hard running. Man, if he cuts that inside, Joe, I think he's going to the house.
Steinberg, left side. We'll give him a gain of about 4 on the play.
I like how quick he is getting to the side and then turning his shoulders, getting him into the line, and then hitting the hole extremely hard. Because when you hit the hole that hard, it doesn't matter when you get hit, you're still going to gain an extra yard or two as they're taking you down.
They're going to give him a gain of 5. We'll call it 2nd and 5. The ball is at the 44-yard line, full house in the backfield. Turn. Just a straight dive with Steinberg. We'll give him a gain of about 3 on the play. We'll call it 3rd down and 2.
Well, here we go again, right?
Here we go again.
Short yardage. Need to get this first down a little bit further down the field if you got to go for it on 4th.
Osborne, he gets the corner. He's to the 50, to the 45-40, to the 34-yard line before he's pushed out of bounds. That'll be a tap house at the square, first down.
Great job blocking out there, Carter Steinberg.
And Brylan Parker pushes him out of bounds. So Parker goes both ways. Got a wing to the right. Turn, give the ball to Osborne. We'll give him a gain of 5 on the play. We'll call it 2nd down and 5. Rough Riders are inching ever so close to that Kogi Plumbing and Heating red zone. Jacob Kessler on the carry, I believe.
Tried for just a straight dive, Joe. Just a 5 dive on that left side. Some big holes over there because the Van Wert defenders are really playing on the inside. But Kessler, unfortunately, just kind of got caught at the line and just sort of fell over.
3rd and 2 for the Rough Riders. Big play. Give the ball to Osborne. And he's going to have enough for a tap house at the square, first down.
Just another good hard run. Clearly, that's they're seeing something on that right side. Doing good, really good jobs by everybody, tightening up that edge, sealing it off there.
Yep. So it'll be 1st and 10 for the Rough Riders. The ball is resting at the Van Wert 21-yard line. 4:50 remaining. Clock is moving on the Family Audiology scoreboard. Steinberg is going to cross the 15-yard line, and so the Rough Riders enter into the Kogi Plumbing and Heating red zone. Kogi Plumbing and Heating, making sure you are always in your comfort zone all year long.
Steinberg starts to cut that back towards the inside, and there's a lot of room to run there. I think on the other side, Dominic Osborne is going to have to start seeing that towards the inside as well.
I think we got a Miller Funeral Home timeout on the field with the score. We're tied at 7. Rough Riders and Cougars. 4:25 remaining. We'll take a break. We'll be right back. St. Mary's Legion Post 323. Veterans working for veterans and the future of our country. The St. Mary's Legion Post 323 also donates thousands of dollars each year to local summer programs such as Boys State, Girls State, scholarships in education, Boy Scouts, oratorical, and shooting sports. St. Mary's Legion Post 323. All righty, back at Grand Lake Health Systems Field. Rough Riders have the ball. Osborne. He'll be inside the 10-yard line. That should be another tap house at the square, first down.
I think we've run that same toss sweep to that side 10 times on this drive, Joe. And I think we've gotten 5 yards on it almost every time.
Noah Dixon, touchdown Rough Riders, yes! Boy, Noah Dixon reaches out and crosses the plane of the goal line, and the Rough Riders have 6 on the board. A Fowler TV touchdown for St. Mary's.
Excellent job. Look at all the guys following Dominic Osborne up the middle. Noah Dixon didn't have a single player touch him until 10 yards down the field. And talk about smelling the end zone.
Boom.
Right into your living room.
Logan Rush will now attempt the Fowler TV point after. Rough Riders lead 13-7. We'll see if we can make it 14. The kick is up, and the kick is no good. So with 3:39 remaining here in the first half on the Family Audiology scoreboard, it's the St. Mary's Rough Riders 13, the Van Wert Cougars 7. Back with the Varsity Lane kickoff right after this.
Head to Varsity Lanes for the pregame or postgame party. Dinner, beverages, and bowling with the best prices in town. Varsity Lanes also specializes in birthday parties or office and corporate parties of all sizes. Varsity Lanes is the home of 2 boys and 2 girls state championship titles. Eat, drink, and bowl where the state winners are built. Proud supporter.
Ogilvy's Equipment Rental is your source for all your equipment needs. Whether you're a contractor or a homeowner with a project, we can help get the job done more efficiently. Check us out at 1900 Salina Road or ogilvysequipmentrental.com or just call 419-394-7883. Ogilvy's Equipment Rental.
Back at Grand Lake Health Systems Field, Joe Hurlbert, Zach Farrell, Rider Nation Station. Glad to have you along. Rough Riders lead in this Western Buckeye League encounter against the Van Wert Cougars, 13-7 on the Family Audiology scoreboard. And this is our Varsity Lanes kickoff, brought to you by our friends out at Varsity Lanes here in St. Mary's. Logan Rush will do the kicking for St. Mary's. Kick comes down to Reese, and he'll get it to the 30-yard line. You know, I noticed that Logan Rush is back about 6-7 yards from the football when he approaches to kick off. Last week against OG, he was about 3 steps away from the football.
Yeah, it's taken some extra steps, and we saw that pay some dividends early on with the touchback. Joe, we got St. Mary's has 29 rushes right now for 151 yards. That's an average of 5.2 yards per carry, which is pretty nice.
Absolutely. Brylan Parker looks to throw the football, and he has a completion. And he completes it out to number 2. That's Reese Krug. That'll be a first down for Van Wert. They're quickly to the line of scrimmage. And give the ball to Bills. Bills will bounce to the outside. He'll cross midfield and run out of bounds to stop the clock with 3:09 remaining.
Interesting, Joe. We got Trey Moore out there playing DB as well. I don't know if we've seen him on defense this year.
I don't think so. But I think that gives him a little bit of speed on the corner, too.
Yeah.
Parker keeps the football. He'll get a first down, and he breaks a couple of tackles and gets inside to 30.
Well, he's swinging that ball out while he's running. Just hope that St. Mary's can pop it out one of these runs.
They can get a Spring Street Storage turnover. We've got a Miller Funeral Home timeout on the field. We're going to take a break. We'll be right back. I was going to say there's our skybox, but that's
1900 Salina Road or ogilvysequipmentrental.com or just call 419-394-7883. All Glaze Equipment Rental.
Back at Grand Lake Health Systems Field, Joe Hurlbert, Zach Farrell, Rider Nation Station. It'll be 1st and 10 for the Van Wert Cougars. Ball is placed at the Rough Rider 29-yard line. So the Rough Rider defense are going to have to rise to the occasion and stop this Van Wert offense. Parker falls down, so he's going to lose some yardage on the play. We'll give him a loss of 2, and we'll call it 2nd down and 12.
Some of that playing both ways maybe starting to wear on Parker a little bit. He's had some tough drives of defending against St. Mary's.
Pass out to Campbell. Campbell has a couple of men to beat. Good job by the Rough Rider defense, but not before he picks up a 1st down. So we got a Roots Pub penalty flag on the play.
I think it's going to be face mask.
Rough Riders.
I think he ripped this. I think during that tackle, his helmet got pulled off.
That's pretty obvious, isn't it?
Wonder if they're discussing whether it was a.
There we go.
Let's see the replay here.
Oh, gee whiz.
Yeah, I don't know that you're allowed to touch. You're allowed to grab the helmet by the outside. You're just not allowed to grab inside.
Here's a good shot of it right here.
As long as his hands weren't inside the helmet, that's not a penalty.
Well, his helmet went off as well. So they're gonna give it. That's a big one. So they're going to call a face mask penalty on the Rough Riders. It'll place the ball at the 8-yard line of St. Mary's. Parker with the football. Good job by the defense, just running him down. Logan Compton in on the stop, as is Carter Steinberg. .152 remaining. You see it on your screen to play here in the first half. Parker keeps the ball. Good job by the Rough Rider defense. They're going to bring him down.
Joe, that's going to be a sack.
It is going to be a sack. That is a Spring Street Storage sack by the St. Mary's Rough Riders.
Just nowhere to go. Lots of riders right now.
32, I think Taylor Compton. This is a Dr. Mike Compton neck and back pain relief. Money down. Parker's going to launch one into the corner of the end zone.
Picked off!
And he's going to run it back. And he is knocked out of bounds. Nice job by Jacob Kessler.
Well, that's just one of those balls that you put up for your receiver and you say, whoever wants it, go up and get it. And Kessler said, I'll take it.
Another Spring Street Storage turnover.
Joe, we just had to talk about it at the beginning of the game.
Now they've got like 3 of them. Nice job by Jacob Kessler. I mean, he was like 9 yards deep. Brought it out, give the Rough Riders good field position. They're going to spot the football at their own 27-yard line.
You've talked about those type of throws before, Joe. That's why you want your quarterback throwing it to the outside or over the shoulder, where only your player can catch it.
Right. Turn, give the ball to Kessler. And he
looks a little tired still from that interception.
Exactly. And we're going to give him no gain on the play. So it'll be 2nd down and 10. Clock is running. 40 seconds remaining here in the first half. I don't think it would be a bad idea for the Rough Riders to air one out here.
Yeah, 30 seconds left, although they're letting the clock go now, Joe. I think they're happy not to let Van Wert get any shots at the end zone as well.
Osborne, we'll give him a gain of about 5 on the play. That might be the last play of the first half. I think it's going to be the end of the first half. So with the score at halftime on the Family Audiology scoreboard, it's the St. Mary's Rough Riders 13, the Van Wert Cougars 7. Back with our Hewer Renovating halftime show right after this.
Are you in the need of storage space? At Spring Street Storage, we have several units to help organize your life. From 10 by 10 to 10 by 30, we have units to keep your valuables dry and clean. We offer monthly rentals and long-term discounts. Give us a call at 567-279-1536 for all your storage needs.
Plus One Professionals Real Estate always goes the extra mile. Besides listing and selling, they offer free use of their moving van and a free interior design consultation to their customers. Plus One Professionals, going the extra mile.
If you're looking to renovate your home, former Rough Rider football standout Craig Hewer is your go-to man. Hewer Renovating is an all-phase residential specialist with over 40 years experience and an A+ Better Business Bureau rating. Improve your investment by giving Hewer Renovating a call at 419-394-8643. And speaking of great teams, St. Mary's Foundry would like to thank its very own team of hardworking employees for their loyalty and dedication. If you're looking for rewarding challenges and first-string wages and benefits, check us out at stmfoundry.com or on hometownopportunities.com. St. Mary's Foundry, where iron and ingenuity meet.
At Schaff Auto Sales in St. Mary's, we have vehicles that fit your everyday life, like sports, appointments, vacations, or any other occasion. So before you buy, give us a try. Come see Aaron High, the car guy at Schaff Auto Sales.
Elevate your brand with our top quality promotional items, custom apparel, and visually striking signage. Freedom Marketing Strategies is a Rough Rider-owned marketing company with over 50 years of combined experience in marketing, graphic design, and fundraising support. Let us help your business or organization thrive. Contact Sissy or Gail to get started.
Laura Yelton State Farm, servicing the St. Mary's area since 1989. With your life, home, and auto insurance needs. Call or stop in today and see Laura or Logan Yelton for a free quote. Go Rough Riders!
Do you find yourself faced with injustice or confronted with a legal matter that you need help resolving? If so, call attorney David Walbacher at 216-225-9181. That's attorney David Walbacher for all your legal needs.
Tap House at the Square invites you to join us after the game. Located in St. Mary's Square Business Complex, the Tap House is the new place to meet old friends. Best of luck to all Rider athletes and teams. Cheers to a healthy and successful season with lots of wins. See you at the Tap House at the Square.
TSC is bringing fiber optic high-speed internet to your rural community. Power your household with upload and download speeds as high as 1 gigabit. GigaSpire technology provides blazing fast speeds and whole home coverage so you can enjoy an unrivaled online experience. At TSC, we look forward to bringing you hometown local service, saving you money, and welcoming you to the TSC Gigahood.
Fellowship of Christian Athletes is a middle school and high school club looking to spread God's love throughout numerous schools and communities of our local area. FCA's favorite play of the game is both teams joining together in prayer at the conclusion of the game. God bless you, sports fans.
Kogi Plumbing, Heating, and Air Conditioning has brought the best in comfort control and plumbing services to the St. Mary's area for over 57 years. Kogi's takes pride in identifying heating, plumbing, and air conditioning solutions which stand out from the rest. Give Kogi's a call today. Kogi Plumbing, Heating, and Air Conditioning, a name you can trust. St. Mary's Eagles 767 is dedicated to promoting the general welfare of the citizens of St. Mary's by giving special attention to public improvements. They are also committed to helping meet the public needs and all that relates to the betterment, convenience, and comforts of the citizens of St. Mary's. For more information on how you can become a member, call 419-394-3257 or stop in during business hours at 404 East Spring Street in St. Mary's. St. Mary's Eagles, 767. People helping people.
Are you looking for a fun place to grab a bite to eat and a few drinks? Then stop by Roots Pub on Spring Street in downtown St. Mary's. The kitchen is open from 11 a.m. to 11 p.m. The food menu still has all the classic favorites, but now also has some tasty new options. Roots Pub always has a game on and has live entertainment every weekend from some of the best bands around. Check out our Facebook page for a full entertainment schedule and daily food specials. Roots Pub, your go-to place for great food, cold drinks, and a fun atmosphere.
Dr. Compton has been delivering quality chiropractic care for nearly 20 years. He's committed to helping you find relief as quick as possible so there's no lengthy care plans. At Neck and Back Pain Relief Center, most insurances are accepted and walk-ins are always welcome. Conveniently located in downtown St. Mary's across from Chase Bank. To learn more, visit us online at smpainrelief.com and follow us on social media.
It's the name that you want to remember. Neck and Back Pain Relief Center.
Buffalo Wild Wings in St. Mary's, proud to support Rough Rider Athletics and the Memorial Student Athletes. Join Buffalo Wild Wings for each Rough Riders football game, streamed on Rider Nation Station. Buffalo Wild Wings, wings, drinks, sports.
Welcome back to Grand Lake Health Systems Field. Joe Hurlbert alongside Zach Farrell, where we are at halftime, and the Rough Riders lead on the Family Audiology scoreboard by a score of 13-7. We welcome you now to the Hewer Renovating halftime show, brought to you by Hewer Renovating, your residential specialist. Call 419-394-8643 for all your home renovation needs. So the Rough Riders lead 13-7. We're going to turn it over to Zach to take a look at some of the numbers. The Rough Riders have played extremely well on both sides of the football.
Yeah, Joe, looking at first down, St. Mary's has 8. Van Wert has 10. Total yards, St. Mary's 156, Van Wert 139. St. Mary's is 0 for 1 passing, Van Wert's 6 for 11. But this is the big stat of the day so far, 2 interceptions from Van Wert. 49 net passing yards from Van Wert. Rushing, St. Mary's 31 rushes for 156 yards. Van Wert 18 rushes for 90 yards. Looking at penalties, pretty clean from both teams. St. Mary's 1 penalty for 9 yards. Van Wert 1 penalty for 10 yards. Third down conversions, St. Mary's is 4 for 6. Van Wert is 0 for 4. St. Mary's has not punted tonight. I don't think St. Mary's punted last week either, Joe. So this is so far 6 quarters of not having to punt, which is pretty nice. Although one of those was we did get stopped on here on a 4th down. Van Wert has 2 punts for a total of 70 yards. Average drive start, pretty similar. St. Mary's 34.4 yard line. Van Wert 35.2 yard line. St. Mary's leading the time of possession with 14 minutes, 43 seconds. Van Wert 9 minutes and 17 seconds. Individually, Cody Wallace is 0 for 1. Rushing, Dominic Osborne, 18 rushes for 89 yards, longest being a 20-yard run. Carter Steinberg, 5 rushes for 26 yards, longest being a 9-yard run and a touchdown. Jacob Kessler, 4 runs for 23 yards. Receiving, Luke Rammel, just the only target tonight, was unable to catch that. Van Wert, Brylan Parker, 6 for 11 for 49 yards and 2 interceptions. Rushing, Brylan Parker, 10 rushes for 55 yards, 18 yards being his longest. Keldon Bill, 8 rushes for 35 yards. Receiving, Connor Campbell, 4 catches on 7 targets for 36 yards. And Reese Krug, 2 catches on 2 targets for 13 yards. So, Joe, really stats-wise, very evenly matched teams. What's running through my head is, one, the 2 turnovers, absolutely huge, huge right now. Probably the only reason why St. Mary's is winning. And also, early on, we saw a couple passes that could have been a quick, easy touchdown from Van Wert. So could have been a very different team, but we talked about earlier, these 2 teams are pretty evenly matched, and it's really coming down to who's executing better. And for that first half, it was definitely St. Mary's Rough Riders.
Well, the very first play of the ball game, we saw Campbell wide open on about the 30 or 40-yard line, and he just dropped the football. And so that was a big plus for the Rough Rider defense.
A couple plays later, we saw him scamper 60 yards for a touchdown and then get called back on a holding penalty.
Absolutely. Well, we're going to take a quick break. We're going to come back with more. Are we watching some highlights?
Yeah, we're going to watch a couple highlights first. Sorry,
sure.
Joe.
That's okay.
So early on here, we had this. This was the first pick for St. Mary's. Compton right there. Excellent focus from Logan Compton. We had a nice run here from Dominic Osborne. We saw that same sweep to the right from Dominic Osborne many times. Dominic Osborne here up the middle. Absolute workhorse for the St. Mary's Rough Riders in that first half. But capping it off down here, Carter Steinberg. Nice, strong, aggressive run at the goal line.
And when you look at this, look at the offensive linemen. They're just dominating. They're just pushing people back.
Yeah, huge hole there.
We didn't see that in the first 4 ball games.
Looking a little bit at the defense, I think this was a nice 4th down stop or 3rd down stop from Ott, knocking the ball down. The replay right here, 44. Bam. Just a freshman, Joe.
I know.
Owen Ott. Looking again then, sweep. This was the 20-yard run from Dominic Osborne. Great play calling there. See, untouched all the way down the field. Nice toss sweep.
Good blocking.
Great blocking.
Out front.
Yep. And good speed from Osborne on the outside. And then Noah Dixon capping that drive off with a touchdown right there. And some great camera work by our guys.
Absolutely. This is a big play right here.
Yep, put the ball up for grabs. And Kessler says, I'll go ahead and take that from you.
I'll take it from 9 yards deep and take it. But it looked like, in all honesty, when it started out, he had blockers out front. Good job by Van Wert hustling it out, but nonetheless, a great return by Kessler. So we are at halftime. You see on your screen the St. Mary's Memorial All Brass Marching Band performing for this crowd here at Grand Lake Health Systems Field.
Joe, I'm told this is an all Taylor Swift show tonight.
It is.
Yeah, so we might have to go to break, and I might have to go outside and listen to him. I'm a bit of a Swiftie.
Are you?
Yeah.
Wonderful. We're going to take a quick break. We're going to come back with more on our Hewer Renovating Halftime program when we come back right after this. Guarneri's Pizzeria and Pub has partnered with Rider Nation Station this season so that every Friday night, Guarneri's can be Rough Rider Central. Guarneri's will be streaming Rough Rider football live every Friday night at 7, paired with your favorite Rider aid. Call Guarneri's during or after the game to place your pickup order for pizza, wings, or hoagies at 419-394-2244. Remember, Guarneri's, home of the signature Big Ralph.
St. Mary's Rider Rooters has been a pillar of support for all St. Mary's athletes for well over 40 years. Our current membership drive is ongoing, and it has its perks. Consider joining in support of the St. Mary's athletes. Join us at the game or scan the QR code. Go Riders!
Camping is one of America's oldest pastimes, so why lose a minute of family fun when your RV needs service or repair? At Kill RV Service, we offer you the best in service and repairs. Your site or our site, our experienced team will thoroughly inspect and professionally repair your camper or RV so you don't miss a minute of fun. We do insurance and extended warranty repairs and have a complete array of parts in stock. Nobody works harder to keep you camping safely than Kill RV. Call or visit us in Salina or online at killrv.com.
If you're looking for a reliable, trustworthy, and efficient roofing company, look no further than Grand Lake Roofing. Whether you need help on a small project or a large job, we want to take the load off your shoulders by providing our specialized services to you. Give Eric and the team at Grand Lake Roofing a call. 567-890-ROOF.
Albert Sporting Goods, outfitting your team since 1980. Our products consist of individual and team equipment for all community organizations, club teams, high school and collegiate sports. We personalize your gear with embroidery, screen printing, digitizing, and graphic design with on-site services to deliver quality uniforms, spirit wear, and fulfill every equipment need. Order online now at albertsportinggoods.com.
Hello, I'm Dr. Robert Spees. Welcome to Spees Chiropractic and Wellness Center.
As a family practice, Spees Chiropractic welcomes in patients of all ages. Whether this is your first time or you've done this before, Dr. Spees and his compassionate staff are here for you. What makes Spees Chiropractic unique is their three-tier approach. By using chiropractic care alongside massage therapy and physical therapy, all your healthcare needs will be treated compassionately and comprehensively. Spees Chiropractic. Make the right choice for your care.
Here at TLC, we expanded our business, so we wanted the security of knowing exactly where all the kids are and what's going on in each of the rooms. We chose Fowler's because we've done all our televisions with them, and they mentioned they have security systems. So we just wanted to go out and look at it, and they were very upfront, and they do excellent work from start to finish. And so we chose Fowler's TV. It's been great for us here at TLC Learning Center, and Fowler's TV would be great for anyone.
Hello, I'm Dr. Ellen Hunter, owner of Family Audiology Associates with offices in Salina and St. Mary's. I am a St. Mary's Memorial graduate and a proud supporter of our Auglaize and Mercer County community. Since 2004, my staff and I have tested and treated the hearing imbalance of many of our infants, children, adults, and elderly in our community, and we would be proud for you or your loved one to be one of our next patients. Call Family Audiology Associates today, your hometown hearing experts, and go Riders!
St. Mary's Legion Post 323, veterans working for veterans and the future of our country. The St. Mary's Legion Post 323 also donates thousands of dollars each year to local summer programs such as Boys State, Girls State, scholarships in education, Boy Scouts, oratorical, and shooting sports. St. Mary's Legion Post 323, remembering the past, living the present, and working for the future.
Head to Varsity Lanes for the pregame or postgame party. Dinner, beverages, and bowling with the best prices in town. Varsity Lanes also specializes in birthday parties or office and corporate parties of all sizes. Varsity Lanes is the home of 2 boys and 2 girls state championship titles. Eat, drink, and bowl where the state winners are built. Proud supporters of Rough Rider Athletics, Varsity Lanes.
Auglaize Equipment Rental is your source for all your equipment needs. Whether you're a contractor or a homeowner with a project, we can help get the job done more efficiently. Check us out at 1900 Salina Road or auglaizeequipmentrental.com or just call 419-394-7883. Auglaize Equipment Rental.
Are you in the need of storage space? At Spring Street Storage, we have several units to help organize your life. From 10 by 10 to 10 by 30, we have units to keep your valuables dry and clean. We offer monthly rentals and long-term discounts. Give us a call at 567-279-1536 for all your storage needs.
Plus One Professionals Real Estate always goes the extra mile. Besides listing and selling, they offer free use of their moving van and a free interior design consultation to their customers. Plus One Professionals, going the extra mile.
If you're looking to renovate your home, former Rough Rider football standout Craig Hewer is your go-to man. Hewer Renovating is an all-phase residential specialist with over 40 years experience and an A-plus Better Business Bureau rating. Improve your investment by giving Hewer Renovating a call at 419-394-8643. And speaking of great teams, St. Mary's Foundry would like to thank its very own team of hardworking employees for their loyalty and dedication. If you're looking for rewarding challenges and first-string wages and benefits, check us out at stmfoundry.com or on hometownopportunities.com. St. Mary's Foundry, where iron and ingenuity meet.
At Schaff Auto Sales in St. Mary's, we have vehicles that fit your everyday life, like sports, appointments, vacations, or any other occasion. So before you buy, give us a try. Come see Aaron High, the car guy at Schaff Auto Sales.
Elevate your brand with our top quality promotional items, custom apparel, and visually striking signage. Freedom Marketing Strategies is a Rough Rider owned marketing company with over 50 years of combined experience in marketing, graphic design, and fundraising support. Let us help your business or organization thrive. Contact Sissy or Gail to get started.
All righty, we welcome you back to Grand Lake Health Systems Field. I want to thank Hewer Renovating for sponsoring our halftime program. Let's take a look at some of the scores around the Western Buckeye League, Zach, see if there's any surprises. Of course, 13-7 here. The Kenton Wildcats is losing to Defiance 16-12. That is somewhat of a surprise, not necessarily that Defiance is winning, but the closeness of that ball game.
Yeah, I thought Defiance would be a little bit further ahead than that. I wonder, though, if Castillo's still out. That's their offense.
And the Bath Wildcats and the OG Titans are tied at 14-14 in the second quarter. Wapakoneta Redskins blowing out the Shawnee Indians in the second quarter by a score of 35-0. So really no surprises thus far as scores is concerned around the Western Buckeye League.
Yeah, it's good to see OG hanging in there with Bath. Kind of unsure.
Oh, I forgot Salina.
Salina's up 21-6.
Keep in mind, Salina sits atop the Western Buckeye League. They're the only undefeated team in the Western Buckeye League.
They're up 21-6 over Elida at halftime. Yeah, Salina is a very tough team this year. I would not be surprised to see them go deep in the playoffs. They've just got that look about them. They've got very strong offensive and defensive lines, and they've got heck of athletes. If they can stay injury-free, I like their chances going undefeated probably and going into the playoffs.
Well, another team that I would look out of the Western Buckeye League to do well, and it all depends on whether they get their running back Castillo back, would be the Defiance Bulldogs. They advanced last year in a couple of rounds, but I think I mentioned on one of the programs after we played Walpock, I ran into athletic director Tom Hunter as we were leaving the stadium, and he asked if we had seen Defiance, and I told him we had, and I said Castillo got hurt against us, and he said Castillo is the real deal.
Yeah,
he is it for the Defiance Bulldogs. So probably one of the reasons why they're only scoring 16 points thus far in their ball game.
Well, I think it would have been a very different game against Defiance if Castillo's not in there. I'm not saying we would have definitely won necessarily, but it would have been a lot closer game because he really was their whole offense against us. And any of the kind of draws from the quarterback or any of the quick passes from the quarterback seemed to really be fed off of his ability to kind of break things up with his strong rushing attack. Student section tonight is patriotic with red, white, and blue. Seeing right now on your screen a little bit of the drum line for St. Mary's. Every week I'm seeing a new video for the St. Mary's drum line. Against Salina, we saw them kind of have a drum line face-off with Salina's drum line. That was pretty neat. Never got to do this when I was in marching band and played the bass drum.
We weren't allowed to have fun back then. Maybe that was it.
It looks like they're having a ton of fun.
Absolutely.
And that's what this is about, Friday nights. As much as we enjoy it, it's those students on the field that come out and making memories that'll last a lifetime.
Absolutely. We're just about ready to get the second half underway. The Rough Riders will return the kickoff. That's being brought to you by our friends at Varsity Lanes. Trey Moore, and I believe it's going to be, I want to say Carter Steinberg. I'm a long way away, so I'm not sure on the far side from where I'm sitting. It might be Kessler. It could be Kessler as well.
I think it's Kessler.
Jacob Kessler and Trey Moore. Here comes the kickoff. It's a short kickoff. It's going to be picked up by Osborne on the bounce.
Ooh, scary there for a second.
A little bit.
Actually, I apologize. It wasn't Kessler. It was Carter Steinberg.
Okay. Check this out on the Larry Schaff instant replay.
Whew. All's well that ends well, huh?
Yeah. 1st and 10 for the Rough Riders. Ball placed at their own 25-yard line. Full house in the backfield. Ball's loose on the ground. I think Wallace fell on it.
We saw one of those, I think, last week against OG. Just, I'm not sure if he ever got the snap or if just trying to turn around and get the handoff, and the ball pops out.
So the Rough Riders will go back to the full house backfield. They've lost 2 on the play. Steinberg on the carry. Oh, man, he got leveled.
Number 5 from Van Wert.
That's Gage Steeman.
Boom, hit and picked up. Oh, no, 17.
That's Briston Wise. Yeah, that was a picture-perfect tackle.
Yep.
You know, we talked about the fumble by the center quarterback on the previous play. You know, I'll tell you what, I'm convinced the center and the quarterback, the two best athletes on the field.
I think you're absolutely correct.
Now, Bo will argue that point because he thinks it's a fullback. But yeah, it's back in the day. You didn't want that to happen.
No. No.
Yeah.
Number 1 rule.
Absolutely.
Don't fumble that. And Coach Scott Schulte still owes me a steak dinner.
He does?
Because my senior year, Corey Vosser and I had no dropped snaps.
Rough Riders are forced to punt the football. We'll call it 4th down and 7. Kessler, nice high kick. It's going to turn over. That's what you want to see.
Wow.
Parker gets it about the 25. Bournes is running him down, steps out of his tackle, and there's the rest of the Rough Rider special teams unit down to take him out of bounds at about the 34-yard line. I'll tell you what, as a punter, that's what you want to see when that ball spirals up there and the nose turns over.
Massive punt. Look at that. We did not have any kind of great wind tonight either. That's powerful. That's a 49-yard punt in the air.
Wow.
And a lot of height on it.
Absolutely. That was a good punt. I think that's his best punt of the year. Normally, he kicks them about 35 yards, and they roll about 20.
Yeah. You imagine if that somehow was able to land.
Oh, geez.
I could have rolled 70 yards.
Parker keeps it, and it will give him a gain of about 2 on the play. So the Rough Riders defense and offense they're going to have to come out and play with some intensity, stay focused. They're up 13-7.
Oh, a little bit of false start there on 75.
And we got a Roots Pub penalty flag on the field. It's against the Van Wert Cougars. Let's march off a few. March off 5. And somebody didn't get the snap count.
Nope. Ooh, some pressure.
Parker, he's going to launch it down here, and it's going to be called out of bounds. Incomplete. Pass was intended for Gage Steeman. Goes out of bounds. Good job by the Rough Rider defense, putting some pressure on him, forced him out of the pocket.
Logan Compton in his face. Just another kind of throw up there. Didn't look like a great throw, but it actually wasn't too awful, but just outside.
So this is a Dr. Mike Compton neck and back pain relief center money down for the Rough Riders. It'll be third down. We're going to call it 13 on the play. Man in motion. Steeman and Steinberg is there, and he's got it.
Pick.
Carter Steinberg picks it off. Boy, the Spring Street Storage turnover.
Joe, we got to make sure we put some notes down. We got to talk about Spring Street Storage and the turnovers before every game.
Absolutely.
Because it is just turnover city tonight.
And I think the Rough Riders now are +3.
They sure are. 3 picks.
And
Carter Steinberg, what a play.
And they had, he just ran that one down. Nice catch, nice hands. All right, let's see if the Rough Rider offense can do something on this particular series. Let's see who the ball carrier
Much better
is.
first down there.
That's Dominic Osborne. We'll give him a gain of about 4 on the play.
Just a little trap, keeping them honest right up the middle.
Rough Riders on first down, averaging about 3.9 yards per play on first down. That's a little bit more than that. Osborne's going to bounce out of it, and he gets back to the line of scrimmage. Good second effort by Dominic Osborne.
Yeah, he was met right now at the line of scrimmage from Van Wert's safety, number 5, Gage Stimmen.
And he breaks out of it.
Yeah.
And gets back to the line of scrimmage. So
it's one of those you like that second effort, but you really don't want him to go backwards.
Exactly. Here comes Noah Dixon into the huddle. Kessler will go to the sideline, so the Rough Riders will have it. We'll call it third down and 5. Pitch to Osborne, and and we'll give him a gain of about 2 on the play. I'm not so sure the Rough Riders will go for this on this one.
Yeah.
I think they're going to punt the football, and here comes the punt team.
Well, they ran that same toss sweep play that was worked very good for them in the first half, but this time nobody got that D in. 51 steps across the line. I'm sure he was coached on that all halftime. Owen Keith gets across the line. That's just a freshman for
Kessler. Another nice punt. It's going to be taken by Parker. Parker to the 25. He's to the 30. And he is going to be brought down on the play by Carter Steinberg. And also in on the play is Owen Ott. It'll be first down.
Well, you're only going to be able to give Van Wert so many chances before they're going to take advantage of it here.
Yeah.
But we'll see if the defense can step up again and give the offense another time to march down the field, hopefully.
Parker will give the ball to number 8. That is Bills. So we'll give him a gain of about 3 on the play. We'll call it second down and 7. Bills again. He'll bounce to the outside. He'll get the first down. He's got blockers out front, and he'll get inside the 40-yard line. And Jacob Kessler will in on the stop. Or Bills would have taken that one to the house.
Yeah, a couple missed tackles there. More missed tackles, but we do have a penalty in the holding area.
We got a Roots Pub penalty.
Oh, they're going to call a face mask, actually.
That'll be short of a first down, but
didn't see a lot of hold. Didn't see an obvious holding on the replay. Was kind of wondering about that. Didn't see an obvious face mask either, though. Just the 5-yard variety, so.
So we're going to call it first and a couple for the Van Wert Cougars. Ball is at the Rough Rider 31-yard line. Brylan Parker gives the ball to Bills. He'll bounce to the outside, and he'll go out of bounds. There's a Roots penalty flag.
That's going to be a holding
on the play, but you got a first down, run out of bounds, but Zach thinks it's going to be holding on the Cougars, and that's going to come back.
I think it's actually a block in the back. Look at maybe number 2 up there. Yep.
Well, that's pretty.
That's not a big.
Well, I don't.
We'll take it.
Yeah, we absolutely will. We're going to move it back. We're going to call it. We're going to call it first down, and we'll call it 5. 6:18. Clock is moving on the Family Audiology scoreboard. Nice job by the Rough Rider defense.
Yeah,
Luke Bourne's in on the play on this one.
A little bit of that's a backwards pass,
yep,
Joe.
That'd have been a fumble.
Kind of like a long option.
Ryan Ruvolt, number 48's in on the play. 32, Taylor Compton. And keep in mind, Taylor Compton, I think, is just a freshman.
Yep. Some sort of timeout, official.
Well, I wonder if they're, I don't know. It's hard to say what these guys are thinking about, but you're absolutely, your clock is winding. So you're absolutely right. That was a lateral.
Yeah.
We're going to call it second down and 7 for the Van Wert Cougars. Ball is placed at the Rough Rider 36-yard line. Parker rolls to the right.
Another pick! What a bodacious pick from Jamal Kessler.
I'll tell you what, that's another Spring Street Stories turnover.
We're just making up for the whole season tonight, aren't we?
Yes, we are.
Some nice pressure in his face, and Jamal Kessler just sits right there. That's one of the easier picks he'll have in his career. Going right into his hands.
Jacob Kessler.
Jacob Kessler, sorry.
Jamal's his brother.
Yep.
Played a year or so ago. So I'll tell you what, the Rough Riders now are +4. And no place to go there on that particular play. So that's, I'll tell you what, the defense has got to be tickled to death. They come in with no turnovers, no takeaways to this point in the season. Entering this contest, they have +4 tonight.
When it rains, it pours.
Absolutely. We'll call it second down and 9 for the Rough Riders. 4:38 remaining here in the third quarter. I'll tell you what we're going to do. After the end of the next play, we're going to give you our Rough Rider trivia question tonight. And it's a visual trivia question. And our trivia question is being brought to you by our folks at Guarneri's Pizzeria and Pub. And the winner will receive a gift card for a 15-inch pizza from Guarneri's Pizzeria and Pub, which can be picked up at Laura Yelton State Farm Insurance during business hours during the week. They're looking for a screen pass. Wallace is flushed, and it's incomplete. So let's, if we can, get our visual up on the screen. And here's your question. From the picture you see on your screen, what was specifically unique about the St. Mary's Rough Riders football helmets in the late 30s and early 40s? And there's a hint. There's no face mask, but that's not the answer. And you see on your screen 1938 football standout Frank Dennings, who was eventually the superintendent of schools at St. Mary's.
Very neat.
Nice roll. That's going to inside the 15, inside the 10. Oh!
He picks it up.
Yeah, he picked it up. And he'll get back out to about the 16-yard line, but the Rough Riders should have had him inside the 5. So from the picture you saw on the screen, what was specifically unique about that football helmet? That's the Rough Riders football helmet in the late 30s and early 40s. They wore them. Of course, no face masks. That's not the answer. So what's unique about that particular football helmet? We'll give you the answer in the fourth quarter. Keldon Bills on the carry for the Van Wert Cougars. We'll give him a gain of 9. What we call it second down and a short 1. Bills will pick up the first down. He'll cross the 30-yard line, or they may mark it at the 30. So it's a first down for the Van Wert Cougars. Logan Compton in on that last particular stop. Good job by the Rough Rider defense. There's Logan Compton in on the play. Also number 93 in on the play. That's Caleb Turner. Parker throws it out to number 3. That's Campbell. We'll give him a gain of about 3 on the play. And he's still inbounds. The clock has stopped. So this is a Dr. Mike Compton Neck and Back Pain Relief Center money down for this Rough Rider defense. This is a big stop for them.
Yeah, they have stepped up drive after drive tonight, especially in the second half.
Brylan Parker, the senior quarterback, goes back in the shotgun. He's going to launch it out. And
nice
it's
job,
incomplete.
Jacob Kessler.
Nice job by Jacob Kessler separating the receiver from the football.
Van Wert coach was looking for, I guess, pass interference, but I thought that was as well-timed as it gets. Ball's already in his receivers, already in the receiver's hands.
Yep, this will make this the St. Mary's Foundry video highlight film tomorrow. Good job. Well, the Rough Rider defense have come up with some big plays. Back to receive the punt for the Rough Riders is Dixon and Steinberg.
I don't know if somebody got a hand on it or if that was just a really bad punt, but that thing was humming 10 feet off the ground. It's crazy how good of a roll he got out of it. Let's watch a replay here. Oh, just shanked it off of his foot like a bad golf shot.
There it is.
I don't know if I've ever seen a punt like that, Joe.
It did look like it was kicked off the bottom of his foot.
Yeah.
So nonetheless, the Rough Riders will have it. They just need to put some drives together, run some clock off. 13-7 they lead, 2:12 remaining here in the third quarter.
Looked about like me trying to hit a 5-iron.
All right, Rough Riders have the football. Long count by Wallace. Osborne breaks free. He's to the 40. He's to the 50, to the 40. 30, 20, 10, 5. Inside the 5. He's brought down. Woo, what a run.
He got a fireball.
They thought they scored.
Hey, we'll take an early fireball.
Absolutely.
We'll take an extra one.
We'll take another one when he scores. Boy, they've made it inside the Kogi Plumbing and Heating red zone, making sure you're always in your comfort zone year-round. Kogi Plumbing and Heating, and what a run by Osborne.
Well, we've said all night that it's looked like he's bottled up, but he's getting 5-10 yards out of it. That time just pulls out, and there's nobody around him.
And he almost steps out of that one.
Yep.
Ball is on the 3, full house in the backfield. Osborne, touchdown, Rough Riders.
Give him another fireball. they don't have time to get it ready.
They don't have time to fuel it up.
Yeah.
Nice job by this Rough Rider offense. Boom, nice blocking on the left side.
They don't want to rush the diesel fuel in the baby pool over there. Good job of Dominic Osborne.
Yes. I'll tell you what, he carried it that way. You might as well give him a little bit of glory. Sideline violation. Well, that was exciting. That run will make the St. Mary's Foundry video highlight reel.
Absolutely.
For sure.
Going to go for 2 here, Joe. 19-7. You want to get it up to 21 to make it
at least
a
the 2 possession.
Yep.
For sure.
Yep.
Turn. Give the ball to Steinberg. He's going to throw it into the end zone. Good!
Oh!
But Noah Dixon, the Fowler TV 2-point conversion is good.
Second week in a row, we saw a halfback pass on a 2-point conversion, but there's no penalties on that one, so that one's going to count.
All alone. So with the score on the Family Audiology scoreboard, it's the St. Mary's Rough Riders 27, the Van Wert Cougars 7. We'll be back with the Rough Rider kickoff right after this.
Laura Yelton State Farm, servicing the St. Mary's area since 1989. With your life, home, and auto insurance needs. Call or stop in today and see Laura or Logan Yelton for a free quote. Go Rough Riders!
Do you find yourself faced with injustice or confronted with a legal matter that you need help resolving? If so, call attorney David Walbacher at 216-225-9181. That's attorney David Walbacher for all your legal needs.
Yeah. Already back at Grand Lake Health Systems Field for the Varsity Lane Rough Rider kickoff. Brought to you by our friends at Varsity Lanes here in St. Mary's.
Joe, 75 yards on that Dominic Osborne run. He's sitting at 175 yards right now on 24 rushes. And I got to tell you, those are some hard yards.
Yep.
Those are a lot of broken tackles.
Logan Rush. Krug on the return, and he'll get to about the 34-yard line before he's brought down by special teams unit. And on the play is number 93. That's Caleb Turner, one of the first men down. Number 8, Luke Rammel's in on the play as well.
Yeah, the only thing you don't like about it is it didn't take a lot of clock up, but
no, it doesn't.
Take your points, take your long run.
First and 10 for the Rough Riders. Ball is at the Cougar 34-yard line. Parker's going to keep it himself. He's going to hop to the outside, and he's shoved out of bounds, but not before he picks up a first down, so they'll move the chains. Unfortunately, when you run out of bounds, the clock stops. So
watch on this replay here. I thought number 3 maybe was holding a little bit here, especially as the quarterback came around the edge. Yeah.
You think so?
Just let go of the guy just short enough that he didn't get called. But
Campbell, nice stop. Nice stop by number 93. That happens to be Caleb Turner, a 5'11", 180-pound junior.
Yes, sir.
Boy, the Rough Rider defense playing with a lot of energy right now.
Ooh. Yeah, it's good to see that, they're giving up some big plays, but they're staying in the game, and they're making plays a couple plays later usually. Oh, man.
Oh, my. Number 37 for the Rough Riders jumped up. That's Parker Beam when he almost had it.
Dangerous pass again.
So Dr. Mike Compton, neck and back pain relief, money down. The only way I keep remembering that is I hear Dave Voicer, the PA guy, saying it.
Yeah. It's helpful when we're here at home.
Absolutely. Parker's going to go deep. He's going to go way deep. He's got a man back there, and it's nice defense by Jacob Kessler again.
Jacob Kessler nearly had another pick.
He closed extremely well.
Connor Campbell.
Yeah, he closed real well right there at the end and got.
Yeah, Connor Campbell really acted more as a DB there,
Yeah,
just breaking it up for stopping another pick from Jacob Kessler. Nice view there from our camera crew.
Low punt, and Noah Dixon on the return. He'll get it about to the 26-yard line. Clock is stopped at 26 seconds remaining in the third quarter. How are we doing on answers? Anybody got it?
We got some good correct answers.
We do?
Yeah, we do.
How cool. There it is right there. What is unique about that helmet that the Rough Riders use? This is a 1938, of course, former Superintendent Frank Dennings.
I'll give a hint because I'm seeing some answers that are technically correct, but we're not looking for it. We're not looking for what it's made out of.
Correct.
What do you call that helmet?
There you go.
That's all I'm going to say.
First and 10 for the Rough Riders. Ball is at their own 25-yard line. Turn. Give the ball to Osborne. He gets about 25 yards. He'll probably be the first Rough Rider running back to get 200 yards in a game this season. So, and that's doable.
Absolutely.
I believe that's going to be the end of the third quarter as the clock is winding down. So with the score on the Family Audiology scoreboard, it's the St. Mary's Rough Riders 21, the Van Wert Cougars 7. Back with the fourth quarter right after this.
Tap House at the Square invites you to join us after the game. Located in St. Mary's Square Business Complex, the Tap House is the new place to meet old friends. Best of luck to all Rider athletes and teams. Cheers to a healthy and successful season with lots of wins. See you at the Tap House at the Square.
TSC is bringing fiber optic high-speed internet to your rural community. Power your household with upload and download speeds as high as 1 gigabit. GigaSpire technology provides blazing fast speeds and whole home coverage so you can enjoy an unrivaled online experience. At TSC, we look forward to bringing you hometown local service, saving you money, and welcoming you to the TSC Gigahood.
Already back at Grand Lake Health Systems Field, Joe Hurlbert, Zach Farrell. Fourth and final quarter. Rough Riders lead it 21-7. Second down, and we'll call it 7. Osborne to the 35. They'll get to about the 37-yard line. That's a Tap House at the Square first down. They'll move the chains. Well, I'll tell you what, if the Rough Riders can put it in the end zone, they can put a nail in the coffin, I believe.
Absolutely. You don't want to – it's a high-powered Van Wert offense, but they have not been executing well the second half. So you never want to say never with them, but it makes it very hard to come back 3 scores down. Good job from Osborne, following his blockers and just riding.
Full house in the backfield. Give the ball to Noah Dixon, and he's going to be tackled behind the line of scrimmage. Good job there by number 6 for the Van Wert Cougars. That's Spencer Clay.
He was in the backfield right now. Came on the blitz, and nobody picked him up. Yeah. You got to have a call on that when you got a guy in your on the inside gap. You got to come down to him if you're the tackle and end out there.
When you were at center, did you guys have calls
Absolutely.
to each other? Did you?
Eagle was a common call. If we had a trap called and you had a guy in your A gap.
Right.
You got to call an eagle because you're not double teaming anybody. You're
Okay.
both blocking backwards.
Okay. Steinberg on the carry. He's still going to be short of the original line of scrimmage. We'll gain a gain of 1. We'll call it 3rd down and 11. So it'll be 3rd down and 11 for the Rough Riders. Wallace is going to throw the football, and out it comes to Fishbach, and he drops the football. Wallace was rushed just a little bit, but
Wallace had to throw it a little earlier than he wanted to, but not a bad throw. Fishball had to jump a little bit, but probably should have been caught.
Ball was behind him a little bit, but
like the play call though, wide open, had a 1st down if he makes that catch.
Hunter Sprague is your punter. Parker has the football, and he's going to be tackled at about the 35-yard line.
Not a great punt, but a good roll. Parker not able to do much with it.
Hunter Sprague was the Rough Rider punter. There you see it on our Larry Schaff auto sale replay. Cougars have it 1st and 10 at their own 35-yard line. Brylan Parker will pick up about 5 on the play. We'll call it 2nd down and 5. That'll be a 1st down for the Van Wert Cougars. Keldon Bills, senior for the Cougars. He's the number 10 ranked rusher in the Western Buckeye League. 1st and 10. Give the ball to Bills again. And he steps out of bounds at about the 33-yard line. Brylan Parker by himself goes right up the middle. We'll give him a gain of about 4 on the play. That's not bad. They're averaging on 1st down. They're averaging 5.1 yards per play on 1st down.
Their 3rd down though, Joe, averaging negative 0.1 yards.
There they are.
Amazing.
We'll give him a gain of a couple. Good job by the Rough Rider defense. See Taylor Compton there, Logan Compton also in the picture. Number 80 is Cameron Dameyer.
Well, Parker's doing well, but man, he looks tired, doesn't he?
Yep. Dr. Mike Compton, neck and back, pain relief center, money down.
Not tired here.
There goes Parker. He hops to the outside. He's inside the 10 and knocked out of bounds at about the 4-yard line. See, the thing that makes Van Wert dangerous is because they can score in a hurry.
Yep.
We got Rough Rider on the field, so we're going to get a Roots penalty flag on the field. The Rough Riders going to have too many men on the field.
Van Wert still ran the play. I'm not sure if they were supposed to, if they can.
Flag on the play.
Ryan Ruvold didn't get off the field in time, so the Rough Riders going to be flagged. Too many men on the field.
At the distance, 1st down.
So what do? They bring the ball back and say it was before the snap and then move it half the distance to the goal line?
Yeah, that's what looks like. That's what they did.
All righty, first and goal at the 2-yard line for the Van Wert Cougars. Parker at quarterback. And he'll run forward and he'll get a touchdown. So the Van Wert Cougars are on the board with 7:54 remaining here in the fourth quarter. Griffin McCracken will be on to attempt the point after touchdown for the Van Wert Cougars and try to pull this game within one score. High snap, kick is up, kick is no good.
Wow.
So with 7:54 remaining in the fourth quarter, it's the St. Mary's Rough Riders 21, the Van Wert Cougars 13 on the Family Audiology scoreboard. We'll take a break. We'll come back with a Varsity Lane kickoff and the answer to our trivia question right after this.
Fellowship of Christian Athletes is a middle school and high school club looking to spread God's love throughout numerous schools and communities of our local area. FCA's favorite play of the game is both teams joining together in prayer at the conclusion of the game. God bless you, sports fans.
Buffalo Wild Wings in St. Mary's, proud to support Rough Rider Athletics and the Memorial Student Athletes. Join Buffalo Wild Wings for each Rough Riders football game, streamed on Rider Nation Station. Buffalo Wild Wings, wings, drinks, sports.
All righty, we welcome you back to Grand Lake Health Systems Field where the Van Wert Cougars have scored. They missed the extra point, and they trail 21-13 with 7:54 remaining in the football game. This Rough Rider return is being brought to you by our friends at Varsity Lanes in St. Mary's, Trey Moore, and I believe Carter Steinberg. Landon Friedman will kick the ball off for the Van Wert Cougars. It's a low kick, and it's going to go, oh my gosh. It goes out of bounds eventually.
Yep, penalty's out.
So it's a Roots Pub penalty flag for the ball traveling out of bounds. They should get it at about, the 35?
I think 35-yard line. But they've been toying with that out of bounds all night. Look at that roll, though. Man, that's difficult.
Yeah.
Finally went out of bounds. Good. You know, Joe, we haven't talked about it, but I think if you put your body out of bounds and then you grab the ball, it counts it as an out of bounds play. So earlier in the game when we talked about them grabbing it on the sidelines, if they had time, they could have put a foot out of bounds and then grabbed the ball, and it counts as an out of bound kick then.
After this Rough Rider play, we'll give you the answer to our trivia question, and of course we'll have some pictures up on the screen as well. We had 10 correct answers, and congratulations to Caleb Cassidy. Carter Steinberg on the carry. So here's the answer to the trivia question. What style of helmet was that? That is what they called the winged helmet, and it's basically because of the style that they had is almost like that Michigan Wolverines look.
Yep.
And there's that team that wore that, and then the other picture that we have is this one right here. 1941, the Rough Riders are sporting the fashionable winged helmets. So right there, they wore the winged helmets.
Pretty neat. I think it's there are a few teams that wore that back then, I know.
Yeah.
It was a popular helmet style. I think Michigan and Delaware State still have that design on their helmets today, harkening back to those original.
So congratulations to Caleb Cassidy. He can pick up a certificate for a 15-inch pizza from Guarneri's Pizzeria and Pub. You can pick that up at Laura Yelton State Farm Insurance during their normal business hours. So again, we want to thank Joe Ginner for, I don't know where he comes up with these pictures, but I'll tell you what, I thank him
He goes
for doing that.
He goes and researches through old newspapers and evening leaders.
That's a big stop for the Van Wert Cougars. I'm sure. All righty, so it'll bring up 4th down for the Rough Riders. We'll see. Hunter Sprague was the punter the last time. I think he's going to do the punting for the Rough Riders this time. And he'll get a roll, and it's going to roll at the 26-yard line.
Well, that's not what you wanted to see for your St. Mary's. We got another opportunity now. Van Wert does to march down the field here, get a 2-point conversion and tie the game.
.5:45 remaining in the game. Rough Riders lead by 8. 1st and 10 for the Van Wert Cougars, and of course we know the Cougars can score quickly. And Parker gets little to nowhere on that particular play, but that kid's got to be wearing out.
Yeah. Yeah, he's definitely lost a step of
Absolutely.
speed.
Absolutely.
But we saw on that long run and the touchdown run, he still can get some bursts of energy.
Keldon Bills on the carry. We'll give him a gain of 1 on the play. It'll bring up 3rd down and 9. So this is a big Dr. Mike Compton Neck and Back Pain Relief Center money down. Parker goes back, and he is sacked!
Man.
Boy, another Spring Street Story sack for the Rough Riders. I'll tell you what, Spring Street Storage getting their money's worth tonight. Good for them.
That's as much of a team sack as you'll ever see. 3 guys.
Compton, and I couldn't see the player to the right.
Team meeting at the quarterback.
Can't see him.
I think it was 93.
That was Caleb Turner.
Yep.
So the Van Wert Cougars are going to punt the football. So the Rough Rider deep backs have got. Oh, it's blocked! It's blocked. Get out of the way.
Yeah.
Look at them. They're all running to the sideline. They don't want nothing to do with it.
Oh, that Hunter's hurt too. Hunter Mabry, I think, got a hand on that. If we got a replay, maybe we can verify it. Yeah, I think. Let's see right here. Slow it down. 33. Boom. I don't even know if 33 touched it. It looked like he kicked it into the back of his own player.
Of course, the punter was slow getting up.
Yeah, it looked like he went off the helmet of his own player, but wow. That's just excellent field position for St. Mary's.
So we got a Miller Funeral Home timeout on the field. We're going to take a quick break. We're going to come back right after this. Kogi Plumbing, Heating, and Air Conditioning has brought the best in comfort control and plumbing services to the St. Mary's area for over 57 years. Kogi's takes pride in identifying heating, plumbing, and air conditioning solutions which stand out from the rest. Give Kogi's a call today. Kogi, Plumbing, Heating, and Air Conditioning, a name you can trust. Alrighty, back at Grand Lake Health Systems Field. Rough Riders in the full house backfield. 1st and 10. The ball is at their own 29. Osborne will get a couple on the play just on sheer brute strength.
Stuffed at the line and still able to turn those legs and fall forward for a yard.
Ross Bowman checks in for the Rough Riders, big offensive tackle. Noah Dixon, sweep to the right. We got a Roots penalty flag on the play. It comes out of nowhere.
And they call holding on St. Mary's, number 58, Tanner Mealy. Yeah, that's pretty obvious. Gets locked up with him and just drags him to the ground there. Too bad, because I'm not sure that player really would have made the tackle. Pretty good run from Dixon.
Scores on the Western Buckeye League. Salina leads Elida 24-6. Defiance leads Kenton 30-18. Wapak is leading Wapak's leading Shawnee 42-0, and the Titans looking to get their first win. They lead Bath 21-14. Osborne, and we'll give him a gain of about 8 on the play.
Just nice little off-tackle dive there. Osborne's so close to running out of that tackle and getting another 5 or 6 yards.
We'll call it 3rd down and 13. Clock is at 2:50 and ticking. So I'll tell you what, if the Rough Riders can get a first down here, that would be big.
Yeah, probably going to be a pass here, I think.
Nope, Osborne with it. He's got blockers out front. And he'll get to about the 25-yard line. So nice run of 7 by Dominic Osborne.
Timeout from Van Wert.
We've got a Miller Funeral Home timeout on the field with the score. The Rough Riders 21, the Cougars 13. Back right after this.
Are you looking for a fun place to grab a bite to eat and a few drinks? Then stop by Roots Pub on Spring Street in downtown St. Mary's. The kitchen is open from 11 a.m. to 11 p.m. The food menu still has all the classic favorites, but now also has some tasty new options. Roots Pub always has a game on and has live entertainment every weekend from some of the best bands around. Check out our Facebook page for a full entertainment schedule and daily food specials. Roots Pub, your go-to place for great food, cold drinks, and a fun atmosphere.
Back at Grand Lake Health Systems Field, Joe Hurlbert, Zach Farrell. Ball is placed at the 25-yard line of Van Wert. This is 4th down. We're going to call it 6. I'll tell you what, this is a big play. If the Rough Riders can pull this one off, boy, they'll chew up some more time off on another series.
Yep.
But they got to make the first down, and they got their work cut out for them here on 4th and 6. Wallace. He's going to pull it down. Cody gets it to the 20-yard line. He's going to be close to the first down.
I don't think he got far enough, though. Did a great job of stretching that ball out, but they're putting him a full yard short.
Yeah, they are. So he's going to turn the football over on downs. Nice job by Cody Wallace to get what he can get. Boy, he's about a yard short of a first down and a fresh set of downs.
Tried for another screen pass, Joe, but there's been a Van Wert defender all night sitting on that screen pass.
Yeah. Yeah. So it'll be 1st and 10 for the Van Wert Cougars. 2:21, you see it on your clock, or on your screen. First and 10 for the Cougars at the 20-yard line. Rough Riders need a big defensive stop right here.
Yep.
Parker, he's got room. He's to the 30, and he's going to run out of bounds to boot. That'll stop the clock. So big yardage picked up by Brylan Parker. Of course, as we mentioned at the top of the program, he is the league's leading rusher with 108 carries for 688 yards. 1st and 10, Van Wert. Campbell. Nope, I'm sorry, check that. That's Keldon Bills. I'll tell you what, they haven't targeted Connor Campbell much this ball game for sure. He's the number 1 receiver in the league. Parker is to the 50, and he runs out of bounds, but he'll pick up a first down.
This is you've had your defense able to step up all night, and you need them to do it one more time here, Joe.
Yes, you do. 1st and 10 for the Van Wert Cougars. Ball is placed at the Rough Rider 47-yard line. Brylan Parker, the senior quarterback for the Cougars, has Bills in motion. He's going to keep it, and he'll get 2 yards on the play. So we'll call it 2nd down and 8. Clock continues to run. We're at 1:35.
So I got to say it again, the way he swings that ball out there, he just looks like he's going to drop it every time.
Parker on the carry again. Good job by Owen Ott, and also Hunter Mabry in on the stop. Owen Ott runs him down. Also number 93 in on the play. That's Caleb Turner, and this brings up a Dr. Mike Compton neck and back pain relief center money down. Big play for this Rough Rider defense.
Taking a shot.
They're going deep. They got Campbell open, and he's got it at about the 2-yard line.
Well, double coverage there from St. Mary's. Not sure how he is able to get that open with double coverage. Just can't let him get behind you.
Bournes falls down. Parker Beam was back there on the coverage as well. And we got a Miller Funeral Home timeout on the field. We'll take a quick break. We got 60 seconds remaining in this game. Let's take a timeout. We'll be right back.
Dr. Compton has been delivering quality chiropractic care for nearly 20 years. He's committed to helping you find relief as quick as possible so there's no lengthy care plans. At Neck and Back Pain Relief Center, most insurances are accepted and walk-ins are always welcome. Conveniently located in downtown St. Mary's across from Chase Bank. To learn more, visit us online at smpainrelief.com and follow us on social media.
It's the name that you want to remember. Neck and Back Pain Relief Center.
All righty, the Van Wert Cougars have the ball at the Rough Rider 2-yard line. 1st and goal. Well, we're going to mark it at the 3. No, they say it's at the 2. Parker. Touchdown, Van Wert Cougars. 56 seconds remaining. And the Van Wert Cougars pull within 2, 21-19, and obviously the Cougars will go for 2 to try to tie this ball game up.
Biggest play of the game right here.
Without question. Without question. Parker. He's not going to make it. He is not going to make it.
A defense steps up again and gets a stop. 56 seconds left. Van Wert still has 2 timeouts, but that offense should be able to stop it, barring an onside kick right here, Joe.
Boy, good job. Owen Ott turns him inside. Logan Compton in there with a host of other defenders. 56 seconds remaining. We're all excited. We're going to forget to take a break. We're going to do so. 21-19. We'll come right back with the Varsity Lane kickoff return right after this. Guarneri's Pizzeria and Pub has partnered with Rider Nation Station this season so that every Friday night, Guarneri's can be Rough Rider Central. Guarneri's will be streaming Rough Rider football live every Friday night at 7, paired with your favorite Rider aid. Call Guarneri's during or after the game to place your pickup order for pizza, wings, or hoagies at 419-394-2244. Remember, Guarneri's, home of the signature Big Ralph. Back at Grand Lake Health System Field, Joe Hurlbert alongside Zach Farrell. 56 ticks remaining. Obviously, the Rough Riders are lining up for a potential onside kick by the Van Wert Cougars. The kicker is Landon Friedman. And we'll see how this is all going to shake out. The Rough Riders have got to get set. They're running around.
They're confused.
Yes,
And,
they are. So
it's a smart timeout from Coach Bo Fry.
Yep.
I wanted to call it from up here.
We got a Miller Funeral Home timeout. We'll be right back.
St. Mary's Rider Rooters has been a pillar of support for all St. Mary's athletes for well over 40 years. Our current membership drive is ongoing, and it has its perks. Consider joining in support of the St. Mary's athletes. Join us at the game or scan the QR code. Go Riders!
Just saw Rider Rooters advertisement. We
Yep.
should remind everyone of the Rider Rooters Purse Bingo, with yours truly calling it. It's going to be on, what did I say, October 7th? October 7th. It'll be a Saturday at Eagles. You can get your tickets now or at any home football game at the Rider Rooters table.
It's going to be at the Eagles?
I believe it's going to be at, oh, sorry, it's at the Union Hall.
Okay, at the Union Hall. Our very own Dave Weilbacher will be providing valet parking that night. Tips will be welcome. Our tips will be needed, absolutely. All righty, here we go. This is big for this Rough Rider special teams unit.
It's St. Mary's Eagles basement. Come on, Dave.
You're killing me. You're killing me. I'm losing my credibility here. All right, here we go. Looks like the Rough Riders are going to shift over to the other side. Uh-oh. St. Mary's say they have it. There's a lot of. I saw Van Wert's kid dive in the pile. It looked like he got it.
Nope. St. Mary's came up with
has
it. Wow. Wow.
Not really sure who got it.
That was a great onside kick.
It's got to be that one right there. They're loving on right there.
Van Wert shifted and St. Mary's did not adjust to it.
Luke Rammel.
Luke Rammel with the grab. Yes, sir, young man.
Yes, sir, absolutely.
Coach Fry was just talking about him on the Bo Fry show this week.
Wow, that was big. That'll make the St. Mary's Foundry video highlight reel. We've got a Roots Pub penalty flag on the field. We'll see what this is all about.
Coach Bo said, Luke Rammel has played, 8 different positions this year?
Yep.
Just one of those types of players as a sophomore willing to do whatever it takes.
Now where are they going with it? Unsportsmanlike conduct?
Unsportsmanlike, yeah. I think after the play, one of the Van Wert kid took a shot. I think number 6 took a shot on St. Mary's guy well after the play.
.53 seconds for the Rough Riders. The Riders are in their victory formation. The Van Wert Cougars can stop the clock 2 times, and we'll see right now if that's the case. They will. So 48 seconds remaining. We've got a Miller Funeral Home timeout. We'll be right back.
Camping is one of America's oldest pastimes, so why lose a minute of family fun when your RV needs service or repair? At Kill RV Service, we offer you the best in service and repairs. Your site or our site, our experienced team will thoroughly inspect and professionally repair your camper or RV so you don't miss a minute of fun. We do insurance and extended warranty repairs and have a complete array of parts in stock. Nobody works harder to keep you camping safely than Kill RV. Call or visit us in Salina or online at killrv.com.
Covered. All righty, we welcome you back. Zach, 48 ticks remaining. The Rough Riders are in victory formation. The Van Wert Cougars can stop the clock one more time.
Well, I'm trying to think about it though, Joe. I guess you stop it one more time, then you're still gonna have to punt on 4th down, and you don't want to do that. So I think St. Mary's may run a rushing play here. Just say, hold on to the ball, something very simple, but try to get some more time off the clock, some more ticks off the clock before that Van Wert timeout. Nope, victory.
Yeah. Cody Wallace steps back, and he tried to run off a few more ticks before he took a knee, but we've got another Miller Funeral Home timeout called by the Van Wert Cougars. We'll take another quick break. We'll be back with the final 43 seconds right after this.
If you're looking for a reliable, trustworthy, and efficient roofing company, look no further than Grand Lake Roofing. Whether you need help on a small project or a large job, we want to take the load off your shoulders by providing our specialized services to you. Give Eric and the team at Grand Lake Roofing a call. 567-890-ROOF.
All righty, we've got 43 seconds remaining. The Rough Riders have the ball third down.
Coach Bo Fry asking the officials about something. I think he's going to try to maybe victory formation, but have the quarterback run around a little bit in the back. Try to
run off some
clock, because you kneel here.
Yeah.
Van Wert has no more timeouts, but you've only got 25 seconds on the play clock. You got to run a fourth down play.
Yeah, and you don't want to give this ball back to Van Wert. We just saw what happened on their last possession. They're going to go to the victory formation one more time. Clock is at 36 on the, I think we got this one. 31 seconds on the game clock, 30 seconds on the play clock.
There you go.
So this should do it. That should be it.
Wow.
So the St. Mary's Rough Riders win this one by a score of 21-19 over the Van Wert Cougars, and the Rough Riders have got to be pleased with this victory tonight. They just played their hearts out.
Yeah, we saw good efforts on both sides of the ball. Yeah, a lot of opportunities that you hope that they could have scored a few more times on offense, but the turnovers, the sacks on defense, and then capping it off with the 2-point conversion stop right there at the end of the game, just outstanding. +4 turnover margin, and sometimes your defense wins it for you.
Absolutely, and the Rough Riders will win this one by a score of 21-19. We're going to take a break. We're going to come back with a Hewer Renovating post-game show right after this.
Albert Sporting Goods, outfitting your team since 1980. Our products consist of individual and team equipment for all community organizations, club teams, high school and collegiate sports. We personalize your gear with embroidery, screen printing, digitizing and graphic design with on-site services to deliver quality uniforms, spirit wear, and fulfill every equipment need. Order online now at albertsportinggoods.com.
Hello, I'm Dr. Robert Spies. Welcome to Spies Chiropractic and Wellness Center.
As a family practice, Spies Chiropractic welcomes in patients of all ages. Whether this is your first time or you've done this before, Dr. Spies and his compassionate staff are here for you. What makes Spies Chiropractic unique is their 3-tier approach. By using chiropractic care alongside massage therapy and physical therapy, all your healthcare needs will be treated compassionately and comprehensively. Spies Chiropractic. Make the right choice for your care.
Here at TLC, we expanded our business, so we wanted the security of knowing exactly where all the kids are and what's going on in each of the rooms. We chose Fowler's because we've done all our televisions with them, and they mentioned they have security systems. So we just wanted to go out and look at it, and they were very upfront, and they do excellent work from start to finish. And so we chose Fowler's TV. It's been great for us here at TLC Learning Center, and Fowler's TV would be great for anyone.
Hello, I'm Dr. Ellen Hunter, owner of Family Audiology Associates with offices in Salina and St. Mary's. I am a St. Mary's Memorial graduate and a proud supporter of our Auglaize and Mercer County community. Since 2004, my staff and I have tested and treated the hearing imbalance of many of our infants, children, adults, and elderly in our community, and we would be proud for you or your loved one to be one of our next patients. Call Family Audiology Associates today, your hometown hearing experts, and go Riders!
St. Mary's Legion Post 323, veterans working for veterans and the future of our country. The St. Mary's Legion Post 323 also donates thousands of dollars each year to local summer programs such as Boys State, Girls State, scholarships in education, Boy Scouts, oratorical, and shooting sports. St. Mary's Legion Post 323, remembering the past, living the present, and working for the future.
Head to Varsity Lanes for the pregame or postgame party. Dinner, beverages, and bowling with the best prices in town. Varsity Lanes also specializes in birthday parties or office and corporate parties of all sizes. Varsity Lanes is the home of 2 boys and 2 girls state championship titles. Eat, drink, and bowl where the state winners are built. Proud supporters of Rough Rider Athletics, Varsity Lanes.
All righty, back at Grand Lake Health Systems Field, Joe Hurlbert alongside Zach Farrell. Rider Nation Station as the Rough Riders win this one 21-19. Great ball game by the Rough Riders both offensively and defensively, and we're now bringing you our Hewer Renovating postgame show brought to you by Hewer Renovating. Your residential specialist, call 419-394-8643 for all your home renovation needs. Zach, let's take a look at the numbers, and then there's some things that really stick out for the Rough Riders.
Yeah, very interesting. First down, St. Mary's 11, Van Wert 20. Total yards, St. Mary's 273, Van Wert 325. St. Mary's 0 for 3 passing, Van Wert 8 for 19. But here you go, 4 interceptions, no touchdowns. Van Wert total passing net yards 93, 0 for St. Mary's. Rushing, St. Mary's 55 rushes for 273 yards. Van Wert 45 rushes for 232 yards. 1 fumble from St. Mary's, but we didn't lose it. Penalties, 4 for 26 for St. Mary's, 4 for 35 for Van Wert. Third down conversions, 4 for 13 for St. Mary's, 2 for 10 for Van Wert. Punts, St. Mary's had 5 punts all in that second half. And the longest one, Joe, on one of those rolls was 60 yards. Wow. We saw that one in the air, though, with a nice booming one go 50 yards. Wow. Van Wert had 5 punts where their longest was 45 yards. It was really a field position back and forth game that second half with either, just figuring out which team was finally going to score. Average drive start, St. Mary's 35.7, Van Wert 31.9. Time of possession was really huge for St. Mary's, 27 minutes, 24 seconds, 19 minutes, 40 seconds for Van Wert. Individually, Cody Wallace was 0 for 3 passing. Dominic Osborne, 30 rushes, 206 yards, 1 TD. That big one was that 75-yard run that fell 2 yards short of the end zone, but he knocked it in a play later. Carter Steinberg, 10 rushes, 34 yards, and a touchdown. Jacob Kessler, 4 rushes, 23 yards. Looking at Van Wert, Brylan Parker, 8 for 19 for 93 yards. Brylan Parker on rushing, 25 rushes for 133 yards. Keldon Bill, 20 rushes for 99 yards. Receiving, Connor Campbell, 6 catches, 80 yards. Reese Krug, 2 catches, 13 yards. So, looking at the stats, fortunate for St. Mary's to get out of this with the victory, but we saw a lot of heart on both sides of the ball, especially defensively tonight. Man alive, 4 turnovers from that defense. Offense wasn't able to capitalize on as much as we'd like to, but they did enough. 21 points was enough to get it done, and they had that big score in the second half to kind of put Van Wert behind. But either team, either one that lost this game was going to look back at all the opportunities and regret it, and Van Wert had their opportunities tonight, getting the ball back so many times, unable to score. So both teams had opportunities, but it's great to see the Rough Riders come up on the winning side. This really puts them in a nice position for the rest of the year if they can win out. This isn't a team that I think a lot of people thought could finish 5-5 or 6-4, but we're looking at it now, and we'll take it one game at a time, hopefully. As you see some nice plays and highlights coming on here, it's going to be a neat St. Mary's Foundry highlight film that we have for this.
Absolutely. And you touched on it, Zach, the 4 turnovers by the Van Wert Cougars, but they could score quickly. And how disheartening would it be to have 4 turnovers and to have a 2-touchdown lead and then possibly have to go into overtime or even possibly lose it. That would have just taken the wins totally out of the sails. Unfortunately, that did not happen, and the Rough Riders can take this, build off this, and they will be taking on Shawnee next week here at Grand Lake Health Systems Field. Of course, I'll be away. Zach will be bringing you all the play-by-play action. Our buddy Mark Sisko will be joining him here in the booth, so it should be an exciting contest next week, and hopefully the Rough Riders can go 3 in a row.
Yeah, we know Mark Sisko can sound a lot smarter about football and especially the penalties than we can. So I'm really excited to have Mark here. I hope you have a good time on your trip.
Thank you.
And Shawnee got blown out big from Walpock. You never want to overlook an opponent, but hoping that St. Mary's can maybe get an early lead and get some of these starters some rest, as we're seeing some injuries pop up here and there, and maybe get some of the younger guys some time next week. And it's a homecoming night too.
Yes, and also keep in mind that the Rough Riders play without 2 of their key players, Colton Mabry and Kevin Perry.
Absolutely.
Both not in this ball game, so a lot of heads up and a lot of hats off goes to the kids that stepped up. Dominic Osborne and and Carter Steinberg. They played their hearts out.
Saw Trey Moore step up on the defensive side. Got to thank our crew tonight, Joe.
There they are. You see them in the truck.
As motley of a crew as that looks like there in the truck.
That sounds like a band.
Had some great camera work here. Doug Spencer on the field.
Kylie Tennant and Ross Henshin on the cameras. So I'll tell you what, we can't thank our Rider Nation station crew enough for the job that they have done. Well, that's going to do it for Zach and I here at Grand Lake Health Systems Field. The Rough Riders win it 21-19. With the win, the Rough Riders go 2-3 overall, 2-4 overall, 2-3 in the Western Buckeye League. With the loss, Van Wert Cougars go 3-3 overall, 2-3 in the Western Buckeye League. They are now tied in the league with the St. Mary's Rough Riders. So until next week, once again, our final score from Grand Lake Health System Field, the St. Mary's Rough Riders 21, the Van Wert Cougars 19. So long, everyone.
Thanks for watching another episode of Rider Nation Station. Help us help you by subscribing on YouTube or following us on Facebook.